Hi, Cappy. Welcome back. All right, so let's jump into your reading. I hope that you guys are doing well, by the way. All right, so the cards coming out for you to start, we have abundance and also self indulgence. Why can I say that? Okay. So it seems like December is going to be very positive for you. It does tell you with the abundance card to keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, have gratitude towards the things that you have, and also live in bliss. Okay. So I do feel like this is a really great time for you to put your intentions out there of what you're drawing in for the new year for 2026. What do you want to see that year? What do you want to unfold for you? What would you like to manifest in your life? Just putting those intentions out there. You could write them down, you could say them, you could put them in your notes app. It doesn't matter, but just even making a list of what you want to manifest next while you have this momentum and this energy of abundance, calling in what you would like the universe to send you next. We also have self indulgence here. So you could be spending a lot of time with yourself, really in your independence. You could be focusing on yourself. Your self worth is going up. This is a time that you could be healing. You could be going through some type of shadow work or a dark night of the soul during this time. And you are going to come out of this having a deeper appreciation of yourself. Okay. So, really just upping your self worth, your self value, your self esteem, becoming more confident, nurturing yourself more, really understanding what you need, what you want, and putting that as a priority. All right. What other cards do we have here? Okay, we have the card of conflict. So maybe you're experiencing some type of conflict right now. Someone who could be competing against you or just not seeing eye to eye with you. So this talks about clashing energies, differences, incompatibility, and what? Irre- what? Irreconcilable differences. Okay, so like having conflict with someone and feeling like there's no out or there's no way that we can come to common ground, there's no way that we can see the eye to eye. Me and this person are just don't fit, don't mesh. Okay, so there's someone here that you just are deciding to walk away from. I do see the card of pain. Okay, so whether this is you or that person, someone here is feeling guarded or apprehensive. Someone's putting a wall up and someone's dealing with excruciating pain. Excruciating pain also. Maybe you're having like back pain. Are you having back pain? I don't know why. It feels like back pain or something like within where your bones are or even muscle pain. So like carpal tunnel, maybe you worked out and you're like incredibly sore. Maybe you got like maybe you were doing something physical and you got an injury. Okay, so yeah, pain is a thing here. I hope that you get that checked out and looked at. We also have secrets. Okay, so it talks about having a secret love affair, keeping things inside, not opening up, and illusions. Okay, so maybe you're clearing the illusions right now. You're really centering yourself so that you can see things clearly, that you're not confused about something. Some of you guys do have a love affair that wasn't really publicized, and maybe you're finding things out about that. Maybe that's who you're having conflict with. I also feel like when it comes to your feelings, you could be having a hard time opening up about what's hurting you. Like you don't want to tell this person, you could be very strategic with that, or even with your friends and family, you're not opening up, and you may just not feel like even sitting in front of a therapist. You just kind of are bottling a lot of things inside. You should expect some type of call soon. So you're going to be hearing from someone very soon, having a conversation with someone, talking with them. And maybe if you block someone, you'll be unblocking them and a conversation is going to come through. And last but not least, we have surprise. Okay, so there's an element of surprise coming up for you. This talks about unexpected actions, spontaneous energy, something showing up for you or someone showing up for you, and unexpected changes. Okay, so if you are feeling sad right now, or if you feel like, devastated, you're a little bit guarded, this surprise could be changing things and getting you out of that. All right, let's go ahead and jump into your reading and see what's coming out for you. Oopsies. Okay. Give me some messages for my Cappies watching. What can they expect moving forward? What's happening? Who's coming towards them? Anything of significance, please allow it to come out for my Cappies. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. So you're expecting to leave something behind or walk away from something. You could be expecting that you need to detach from something to be able to move forward from it successfully. This could be a connection for you. So you're like, I care a lot about this, but obviously it's not going my way. We can't see eye to eye, so I should just move forward. So you're expecting to have to walk away from something that you naturally have feelings for, or that you care about, or that you're passionate about. But what I do see that you don't see coming is a star. So this situation could become rejuvenated. It just requires patience for something to be worked out. I feel like something is being healed here. Or this could be prompting you to go towards your healing. Maybe you're noticing things about yourself from this situation, from being triggered, that you're like, you know what, I didn't really realize that. I need to heal that. Okay. Or um, someone's having this type of, consensus about dealing with you. Someone else could be thinking this, like, I thought I was healed, but obviously I'm not, so I need to heal. But I also feel like a situation is becoming healed. It's not a situation that you need to walk away from. All right, but someone's definitely reflecting and they're like, "Oh, I get triggered by this. I need to heal this." Okay. All right. So what I'm seeing that could be triggering you in some way is some type of social setting. Could be your friends or even like a casual romance that you have going on. I feel like you're out having fun with this person. Maybe there's even some drinks and then someone says something that rubs you the wrong way, okay? So it feels like everything's all good. It's a celebration, it's a party, it's a kiki. And then we have the King of Swords. So something rubs you the wrong way or something really stiffens you. It's like, oh, you're triggering me. Like, even that you said that you did that, something turns left really quickly. That was supposed to be a very fun situation or a casual situation, or even within your social setting or a social group. It feels, what triggers you is it feels like you have to defend yourself, like you have to overly defend yourself in a situation. Something is obviously targeting you and you have to defend yourself. You feel like, okay, that was definitely for me, or you're slighting me. It could have been like even like an underhanded joke that someone made that made you feel some type of way. Now, from this situation, you're going to feel like you have to walk away. Oh, those are not my friends. I don't want to F with my family. I can't deal with this work situation, whatever it is. But then there's a lot of nostalgia connected to it. There's a lot of good, comforting energy connected to it. You could be reminiscing about this situation or this person. They could be thinking about you as well at this time. So it's like something went left and you or this person is anticipating walking away, but as whoever is walking away, they start to think about that person again. They start to think about that situation, that connection, that dynamic, and they miss it. They're reminiscing about it. Okay, so it kind of stops them in their tracks. All right, let's clarify the Three of Cups. Let me use the same deck. I like this deck. Tell me about the Three of Cups for Cappy. Now, it could be too that someone plays too much or someone is just not getting serious about something. So, say you are in a secret love affair, it could be that this person continues to treat it very casually and they're not like showing intentions of committing, or they're not showing intentions of getting serious. Okay, so that could be pissing you off. This is like someone that you're dealing with romantically and then they introduce you as their friend, or you're doing that to someone and they're like, what the okay, now you got me effed up. So someone feels slighted here in some way. Let me see, what's the Three of Cups? All right, we have what is this? I think this is the Chariot. Okay, we have the Chariot. Chariot talks about forward movement. This also is the card that says be confident. So I feel like someone is attacking maybe your confidence or how confident you were in the connection between you and this person. someone is like sliding you by that. So Chariot talks about like forward movement, knowing that something has a destination, having success and moving forward. Like, are we moving forward? What's the next moves? What are we doing? And it feels like someone's just keeping it very casual, or they're not taking something seriously. Because that Chariot also is someone who's very determined and motivated. So it's almost like if you're telling someone your dreams, your goals, and they're downplaying it, it's like, no, I'm actually really like, I'm in momentum right now. You need to catch it, okay? And someone's just not taking it seriously, or they're making a joke out of it. So this is hurting someone's feelings. I'm seeing the Queen of Cups. Like, it's not a joke. Whatever this is not a joke, or it's not to be taken lightly or casually. Let me see what else is here. All right, we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like I'm telling the truth. I feel like someone's saying something that's cutting you deep, and they could be very direct and very blunt, but it's very hurtful. It's like, wait a minute, do you know what you just said to me? And I feel like someone's doing it casually. Now, obviously, there's other people involved here. So someone could be like making you the butt of the joke to appease other people, or I don't know what this is. Like, someone is like offending you in a way to maybe like come off as popular or as the cool person, or to make their friends laugh, something like that. And it's not funny to you. You're like, no, that really hurt me deeply. Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Now that changes our dynamic together. That changes how I look at you, how I value you. That changes, how I see you, how I respect you. All right, tell me more about this. Yeah, the Chariot. Okay, so that wasn't the Chariot, but it said number 7, which is the Chariot. But the Chariot is coming out, so I guess the message still applies. So there's someone is playing on your confidence. They're saying something that may make you feel a little insecure, okay? And I feel like they're doing it like in a very, like throwing a rock and hiding their hands. And it's happening in a social setting, so it could be happening like at a bar, a lounge, a restaurant. It's happening around other people, which makes it bad because it's like, how dare you disrespect me in front of other people? And I feel like it really makes you second guess yourself or your self worth, okay? And this is like the turning point for you with that Wheel of Fortune. You're like, okay, I didn't like that, so I'm going to, remove myself from the situation. I'm going to embark on the Eight of Cups. I still care about this situation, but I think I should move forward because that was just crossing the line. And I see that it really disturbs you, Cappy, because we have the King of Swords. So you are ready to get all your defenses up. Your wall goes up because of this. You're like, oh, I'm guarded now, okay? Clarify the King of Swords. So someone's about to see your cold side, like your cold sides. I don't think this person is used to that. Someone's about to see your cold side here. Tell me about the King of Swords. All right, Two of Cups. So it's this person. It could be a soulmate, like within a friend or a lover for you. Someone that you love very much or you care for very deeply, but they disrespected you in some way. So now they have to like face those consequences. And you're turning completely cold on this person, and you feel like that's fair because something that they said to you or did to you came off very coldly. So you're just kind of treating them the same way you felt disrespected. All right, what is this? Nine of Cups. All right, Nine of Cups as well. So Nine of Cups is the same energy as this card right here. Self-indulgence, okay? So you could become a little bit more selfish when it comes to this person. Maybe you were very nurturing, very giving. You always supported them in a lot of ways. Held their hand through their tough moments in life. And I feel like you're about to put all that energy that you were giving to this person towards yourself. So you almost carried that Empress energy, like being associated with you brings a lot of abundance in other people's lives. And this person took you for granted by saying something that they were so dismissive about, or saying something that hurt your feelings. So now you're indulging yourself. You're kind of like gatekeeping yourself from this person. And I feel like they're going to feel the effects in a major way. Tell me about this person. How will they feel once Capricorn does start to hold back and become a little bit more reserved? The Hermit, okay? So this person may feel like you are isolating them, you're blocking communication. They could also go in hermit mode, so they may stop posting online. They could stop hanging out, with their friend groups. They could isolate themselves as well as they're trying to figure that out. They know that you're serious about this, and they're not really coming towards you or confronting the situation. They're more so going into their own little isolation as well. Okay, so you may just see that this person stops calling, stops texting. They're not reaching out because they may not know what steps to take, or they know that you're dead serious. Okay. Mm. All right, so I feel like you're just defending yourself. Maybe you feel like you always have to prove yourself. I had a card that came out for the message of the week. It was the Three of Cups, and it was a message that for whoever was seeing it, that they were going to stop proving themselves in social settings. Like, go to social settings where you're accepted for who you are, that you don't have to overperform, that you don't have to drain yourself to be a part of. And maybe that's what you're feeling. And so with that Seven of Wands, because you feel like you had to prove yourself, or you had to, like, overly, something was like conflicting your value, your self value. You felt insecure in a situation. So because of that, I see that you're, removing yourself from the situation. Let's see. Clarify the Seven of Wands. You don't want to be on the fence with this person. You don't want to have to be guarded every time you go and hang out or talk to them or come in a situation that they're going to do something that devalues you or makes you feel insecure. So I understand that. Tell me more about this. Seven of Wands. All right. So we have this is the King of Cups. Okay. King of Cups. And we have the Hangman. You really care about this person or the situation. You care about it deeply. You have a lot of emotion for it. Maybe it's also like triggering you because you don't feel that way about a lot of situations. You don't feel completely open and genuine, care and trust with a lot of situations. But this situation you did. And we have the Hangman. So now you feel like you have to be on the defense of something that you give good energy to. It doesn't feel too good. And the Hangman is like you're not changing your mind about it. What you've seen is like the true colors, and so you're going to hold on to that. It feels like, okay, with that Hangman. All right, so someone's in a doggy house in this situation in regards to you for sure. But what you're going to start to see, Cappy, is that you will start to miss this situation or this person. I feel like this person really misses you, or the situation, this dynamic really misses you with the Six of Cups. Let's see how is that going to go. Tell me about Capricorn with the Six of Cups. Tell me about this other person or situation with the King of Cups. Both really like energies of moving forward. You have the King of Wands, okay? So there's an energy of wanting to chase after this situation or this person, but I see you being in the Hangman and not giving in, okay? Now this person or the situation towards you is the Ten of Pentacles. They do feel like you guys have longevity. They feel like this is a permanent situation for them that they want to continue to invest in. Even though this person could have been putting up a front around other people, deep down inside with that Ten of Pentacles, they do see you as their end all be all, their friend for life, their, future husband or wife. They do feel like you guys could create a big foundation together and create a generation together. So, I think someone was like pump faking, or I think someone was just like trying to be cool in front of other people. That's what it looks like. Like you made me the butt of the joke, or you kind of like slighted me to make other people laugh or to make other people think you're cool, which is lame, What is this person's next actions towards Cappy? Because you do have surprise here. So there's an unexpected action that this person could be taking towards you. What is this person's next actions towards my Capricorns? All right. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, look, Ten of Pentacles again, confirmation of how this person feels about you. But it's one thing to feel some way and then how you act. So I get it, okay? But we do have the Emperor. I see that this person is going to take charge of the situation and maybe getting communication back together or seeing you again. They're taking accountability and responsibility for how they made you feel, which is the most important. So I don't feel like this is over. And I see someone being a little bit more responsible with their words or their choices and how that affects you. Okay. And I'm going to leave it there, Cappy. Like the video before you go. Comment down below if you have something to say. Also, guys, subscribe to the channel if you have not already and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on your next Cappy video coming out very soon. I love you, Cappy, and I'll speak to you guys in the next one. All right. Bye.